I've got this wonderful feature now on Zoom that actually transcribes the meeting and summarizes it. So at the end of the meeting, and 20 or 30 minutes after the meeting, I get a written document about what happened during the meeting, kind of summarized. It's
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
incredible.
Wow.
Not necessarily 100% accurate, but it's pretty good.
Right. It's not.
And I will include it with the when I send out the video, I will include it this time so you can see what it looks like. I will not have edited, so you'll be able to see the how it's not necessarily accurate. All right. Two elderly ladies had been friends for many decades. Over the years, they had shared all kinds of activities and adventures. Lately, their activities have been limited to meeting a few times a week and playing cards. One day, they were playing cards when one looked at the other and said, "Now, don't get mad at me. I know we've been friends for a long time, but I just can't think of your name.
Yeah.
I know I've thought and thought, but I can't remember it. Please tell me what your name is." Her friend glanced at her for at least 3 minutes. She just stared and glared at her. Finally, she said,
Okay,
"How soon do you
gonna
need to know?
change 84, no problem, moving the date up to like middle of
How
November.
soon do you need to know?"
Bill, we need to have that again because somebody was talking.
Fine with it.
Okay.
Expect
Why
that.
don't you mute us all?
So, I guess I will present it today.
I mean, like that. Boom. Two elderly ladies. Two elderly ladies had been friends for many years. Over the years, they had shared all kinds of activities and adventures. Lately, their activities have been limited to meeting a few times a week and playing cards. One day they were playing cards when one looked at the other and said, "Don't get mad at me. I know we've been friends for a long, long time, but I just can't remember your name. I thought and thought, and I can't remember. Please tell me your name again." Her friend glanced at her with a stare for at least 3 minutes. Finally, she said, "How soon do you need to know?" Okay,
Okay,
AD.
that was a good one.
Passwords, AD. Okay. Couple of tips for the day. Now, today we're going to be talking about the Apple Watch. It's really a beginning session on Apple Watch. So if you haven't, if there are a bunch of things about the Apple Watch you're still confused about, and I am, whenever I go to use it, I said, how should I do that? So it does take a while to get used to. Um, but the tips of the day are not necessarily on the Apple Watch. This one is reduce head and eye aches with screen distance alerts. Now, this only works on those phones where you have facial ID. It has the camera and it recognizes your face. And I'm going to share my screen so you can see what I'm doing. So you go to settings, on your iPhone, for example, and you see where it says screen time, you tap screen time. Then it should say tap screen distancing, screen distance, right? Then you tap continue. And continue again. Make sure screen distancing is toggled on. Your phone will now alert you if you hold the phone or an iPad too close to your eyes.
Once you're on the screen time, where do you go to I see downtime, app limits, communications, and then,
Okay, I've gone to settings,
yep,
screen time,
yep,
and then where it says screen distance.
I don't see that.
Okay, you tap that.
I don't see that. I don't see where the screen distance doesn't come up.
Does your phone do facial recognition or iPad?
I think so, yeah.
And do you have iOS 17?
I don't know, but it says use screen time passcode. Do I need to do that? Shared devices, I have that on. Set up screen time for family. And then
Wait a
there's,
minute. Wait a minute. Are you where I am? It says screen time at the top of the screen.
um, yes, yes.
Okay.
Then it says,
All right.
my
I
daily,
need you.
yeah,
You may
okay.
not have iOS 17. If you go to settings and then general and then about, does it say 17?
Settings, um, general, about 16.1,
There you
16.6.
go. So you have to update it to 17.
I see. Okay. Okay, thank you.
Uh-huh. Here's one that a lot of people wish they had a long time ago. It's teaching Siri to pronounce your name correctly. Right? So if you're on your phone, and you go to contacts. So you see contacts up here. I'm going to contacts. And then you tap your name at the top. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me go back. Here's the list of contacts. Your name is at the top where it says my card. And you tap that. And then you tap the word edit. You scroll down to where it says add field. That's quite a ways down the list. Pretty well toward the bottom. Okay. You tap add field. Then you tap pronounce first name. Ooh, let me see this. Wait a minute. You're down. No, I lost it. Hadfield. They actually changed it since this thing's. And you type in phonically what it is. And then if you, Siri, who am I? And you can do this also. Siri, call me handsome. Oh, she's not going to do that. Can't understand that. Let me try it again. Siri, call me handsome. So if I say here, who am I, Siri? Guess what she's going to say? Siri, who am I? Who am I? Oh, it's not going to call me handsome because I did that other thing. Oh, no. All right.
This is very strange, Bill, but I can't get the Siri to call me by my name, even though I say it properly.
Call from now on, I'll call you Aaron. Okay, I won't.
Somehow I called myself.
Well, Bill, if
Okay,
you have a name, if you
Ann.
have a name like Ann, it does not, it comes out Ian or it comes out Aaron. It does not come out Ann.
Yeah, well, how would you write that in phonetically?
A-N-N, like A-N, Ann,
I know.
an apple.
Not coming out right, huh?
No,
Of course not, right? Why would it
right.
do that?
Do you have it set on American English or Great Britain English?
Which one do you, oh, that could be.
That's a good point, because I do have it set on British. But
Okay,
they
well,
Ah.
that's probably why.
Oh, that's a good one.
No, they do have Anns, lots of Anns in Britain. Queen Anne, Princess Anne, all kinds of Anns. So strange.
It's gonna call me Bill Hanson now? What do you call me?
Well, Bill, I got mine as far as they will now call me N, just the letter N.
Ann.
It's better than Aaron.
You know, sometimes when you can't get it quite right, you learn a lot more. And one last tip, Siri, tell me a story. Um, Siri, tell me a scary story. Ooh. Siri, tell me a funny story. I was thinking about that. But you can get Siri to tell you a story. Siri, tell me another story. Dory. Hey Siri, tell me a story. Sure. Can everybody hear that, by the way?
Hear it, no, but we could read it.
Oh, okay. It was saying it to me. I didn't click the right thing when I started the meeting or started the share. Let me start the share again. Okay. Apple Watch. Oh my. Which Apple Watch do you have? Everybody know?
Mate,
No,
There is a way on the back of your watch. If you take it off, don't take them off though. There's some. You have to get a magnifying glass and a light, and then written around um, the watch face, the watch backing. There is a there is the which model number you have. There is another way you can get it. It's a little more convoluted, but I'm going to show it to you now. If you go to the Apple Watch on your phone, the Apple Watch app, and that's the one down here in the corner. If you go to that one and you tap my watch at the bottom, and then you go to general. So it's very much like the Apple Watch settings is very much like the settings for your iPhone or iPad. In this case, we're going to go to general and then where it says about. And right there, it says model number. Mine says MKP3LL/A. That makes a lot of sense. But if you tap right there, if you tap on that long convoluted number, it actually tells you the model number is A2774. That about makes the same sense. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to on my computer or my iPad. I go to Safari and I'll type in that number, A A 2774. And it says I have an Apple Watch Series 8 with cellular capability. Want me to go through, anybody want me to go through that again? Did you get it? Were you able to find yours?
No,
you knew
no,
what
would
it
you
was?
do it again, please?
Sure, sure. We're on our iPhones and we tap the Watch app.
Watch it.
That's the little, well, let me go back to the screen there. That's this guy right here. The Watch app on your phone. And it's good that everybody find that because we're going to spend a lot of time on that particular one today. Okay? And if you can't find it, a little review there is if you can't find it, go to your app library, tap iLibrary at the top and type in watch, W-A-T. And it should come right to the top. Again, you go to the app library by shifting from right to left enough times. Tap the word iLibrary, app library at the top and type in W-A-T. CH if you want to continue. But up it pops and you tap that. Okay. And once that comes up, you make sure you have My Watch. They call these tabs down here at the bottom. Make sure you tap My Watch and then tap General. And then tap About.
Oh, that was 7.
Okay. And then you have your little, it says model number and it gives you Apple's recognition of it. But to get something the general world understands, you tap where it says model number. So you tap right here. And then you get the A number for your watch. And then you can use any computer search engine like Google, DuckDuckGo, and type in that number, and you'll finally get the model number. And again, if you take, I don't recommend taking off your watches right now, but if you took them off and had a magnifying glass, you could find it on the back of your watch as well.
Why would you go to all this trouble? To do
But you know
what?
what watch you have makes a difference with the next thing I'm going to show you, or the next couple of things, because the controls on it are slightly different depending on the watch you have. And where things are located are slightly different.
So if we don't have your model number, which I imagine most of us don't, we'll get different instructions?
You'll get some other number here.
Right, I do. I have a different one. It's much younger
Write
than
it, write it down. Write it down, Ann.
I did. A2291.
Okay, so if I go to and I type in A2291 Apple Watch, says
It's
my Apple
Series
Watch is a
6.
Series 6,
Yeah.
right? .44 millimeter. Okay. So all of us may have a different band. You can buy bands from Apple Watch, from Apple. You can buy bands from Amazon. They have hundreds and hundreds of them, much better prices. And the way in which you get the band on and off, if you take your, well, I don't recommend you necessarily do this, but if you take your Apple Watch off, and let me show you something. Holding my watch here, there's a button on the back, at the top and the bottom, that you can press to release. So I'm going to press it on my watch. And you can slide, let me show you. You can slide that little mechanism out to attach a different watch band. Okay.
Does Costco sell them?
Does who?
Costco.
I don't know if they sell bands or not.
Well, I thought if they did, then we could get help from the people who sold it to us.
Yeah, though that button is kind of hard to press to slide that out in and out. I have to use my fingernail on it to get it to go. Okay. You have a nice glass. It's not glass. I think some kind of ballistic glass for the face of your watch. And there are other buttons on it. I want to show you something about the buttons. Okay. You have a digital crown. That's this button. You have a side button, which is below this digital crown. So I'm going to try to use that terminology all the time. When I'm talking about a crown or digital crown, it's this button. And when I'm talking about a side button, it's this one. Okay.
Bill, in between the side button and the digital crown, there's a hole. What is that for?
I don't remember. Just a minute and I'll get there. Okay, let me switch gears here to show you some of those, depending on the watch model you have. Okay, so if you look at the screen, or if you have a Series 9, you have the display, the digital crown, that little hole there is a microphone, and a side button, right? And then you have the sensors on the back of the phone. Here's the band release. If you have a Series 8, the buttons are like that. They're slightly different. You have different sensors perhaps on the back. There's the Series SE. It has a speaker and air vent on the right side. There's the Series 7. The speaker's most of the time on the opposite side of the phone, but not always. There's yours, Anne. That's a Series 6. You'll notice on the opposite side of the phone is where the speaker is and an air vent over there. Anybody want to see any others?
The 7, could you do that also, please?
There's the 7.
Mhm.
Okay. On the right side where the digital crown is a microphone, the side button, the digital crown. On the left side, it's the next diagram down there, right? Is a speaker and an air vent. So you probably have two little slits or holes on the opposite side. You also have sensors in there for heart rate, blood oxygen sensor, and optical heart sensor. And the way I got to this wonderful thing on my phone, I went to the Apple Watch app and I tapped Discover at the bottom. And there's a whole bunch of things associated there. What's new in Watch OS, right? And there it says Apple Watch User's Guide. You mean I have this on my phone all along and I didn't know it? Yes. If you tap that, that's where I started, right? It says your Apple Watch. And it
Wait,
goes on. Go
where
ahead.
did you, where did you get to the Discover again, please?
When I tapped the Apple Watch app, it came up,
Mm-hmm.
probably looked like that. Well, no, probably looked like that.
Yes.
But down here at the bottom, it says Discover.
Oh, that's what that is. Okay, thank you.
Right? And here are all the different things on Discover. I happen to tap the Apple Watch User's Guide, and then I can tap the three little dots and dashes, and here is everything that's there. Right? Get started with the Apple Watch, and it tells you what's going on, right? How you pair the watch. Okay. So we covered the screen, the digital crown, the side button, and where all the vents are, right? There's actually another hole on your Apple Watch. Let me go back here. I got to get the right screen. If you look at the opposite side and you took your band off by pressing this button and sliding the band off, there's actually on one side, there's a port that the Apple technician uses to plug in to access your phone, or I'm sorry, access your watch. On the other side, there's a hole that measured the barometric pressure, believe it or not. So in this little package, they have all this stuff built in. I should say,
Why
this
does it work?
little Dick Tracy package. Okay. So if everybody could go back to your Apple Watches for a minute.
Bill, one
And we'll put-
question before you go. Why do you want to measure the barometric pressure?
Well, you don't, but they use it in the Apple Watch for other features. But yeah. Nobody's asked me that question before. Why would they want to do that? It's kind of a little weather station there. I got you threw me off, Leanne.
I'm sorry.
No, no. Oh, okay. That's my watch right now on the screen. It says Williams Apple Watch. Hopefully it's going to connect. There we go. So that's what my watch actually looks like right now. So if I do something on my watch, it's going to be reflected to you on your screen. If I put my finger up here and pull down that gesture, it gives me my notifications. If I put the finger on the bottom and pull up, gives me my recently used apps.
Bill, when you said notifications, what kind of notifications does it send you?
The same ones that are on your phone, depending on how you set it up. And we can
Okay.
talk about that a little later, how you set that up. But
Thank
that's
you.
how you get the notifications.
Thank you.
Mhm. So that's the two that you have there, one to pull down from the top, one to pull up from the bottom. If you want a different watch face, you press and hold and you'll see different watch faces that I have by sweeping from the left to the right or right to the left. Again, I pressed on the watch face. I just pressed and held it till it came up like that. And then I can sweep from left to right to see the different faces that I have. You with me on that one, everybody?
Why would you want different faces?
Oh man, why would you? It's the choice. Wonderful, right? Look at this one. Let me pull up one for my grandson. There's this one. Okay.
But it
If I
doesn't have
tap my,
it
if I
doesn't have
tap my,
any, it doesn't have
if I
any
tap,
apps or anything on it. I mean, other than
it doesn't. If I tap it, I get different things that show up on my watch.
okay. Thank you.
And
There's
if you
even,
and if you choose, let's say you want to choose that one, do you hit edit or the scroll up
we'll
sign?
get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. I'm just showing you the different faces. For example, here's the one for, and I just tap it to get it to change. I'm tapping it each time.
May I say thank you very much for telling us this, as I have hated the one I have had for the longest time. And now I
Good.
can actually see my clock.
I see you can have flowers blooming. Oh, this one. Here's Mickey Mouse. And I think if there's some way I can get him to talk to me. To give me the time.
Where do you
Anyway,
get the different watch faces?
we're going to talk about watch faces ad nauseum here, so just hold on. I'm just whetting your appetite. The easiest way to do this is to do it on your phone versus on your watch. You can add it and subtract watch faces either place. If you just have your watch, you keep sweeping. Once you have selected one of the watch faces, you unselect it by pressing and holding, and it does that, and then you sweep from right to left until you have the plus sign. Now let's not do it that way, but I'm just showing you can do it that way. Okay? And now I'm going to switch back to my phone. So now I'm on my phone. Everybody go to your phone and tap the watch app. Now wait a minute till everybody gets there.
Mine says unable to connect to Apple Watch. And I've
What are you
tried,
on?
to hold it up next to the watch and do all the stuff it tells me, but I can't pair
Are you
it.
telling me you're not paired? Is that what you're telling
Right.
me?
Yes.
That's
then
a
it-
different problem. Yeah.
And then it says
You have-
unpair and start again, but I'm afraid to, it may be paired. I don't understand, but I'm afraid to do anything.
Hold on. And you open the Apple Watch app right now
Yes,
on your phone.
on my phone. I'm
then you
listening to
tap-
you on the iPad.
And then you tap my watch there in the lower left. Yes? Is that when you
I don't know. I just went to the watch app,
right?
got
And
flash.
when you
and then it
when
says
you op-
unable. Yeah,
when you open it, what happens?
you see a thing that says unable to connect to Apple Watch. Make sure this
Okay.
watch is powered on, which it is, and is not paired with another iPhone, which it's not.
So it's not paired at all?
Right, and then it says cancel, and then it says learn more. And when I did click the learn more, and it said things like unpair, maybe it's, if you can't pair an Apple Watch with your phone, you can unpair it, you can erase it, you can reset it, all this stuff, but I'm a little afraid to touch any of it at the moment.
Okay, you can unpair it and then pair it again. And there's instructions on how to do that on Google.
Right, and I can do it here on this app too, so you think I should go ahead and try?
Not right now, but
Okay.
yes.
Okay,
You'll lose us all.
okay.
Unless you can't do any of what we're doing, then you'd have to do that.
Well, I'm just listening to you on the iPad, so that's okay.
Okay. So you see where it says faces at the top, my faces, everyone? These are, and I can scroll them from left to right. Those are the ones you just saw that I had on my watch. You with me on those so far?
Yes.
Now, if I wanted to add one or subtract, well, let's see, how do you subtract one? Huh.
Are we still on Discover?
Are we still on Discover?
I have Discover at the top. Oh, I see what my problem is. Okay, fine. Thank you.
Mhm. If I wanted to get rid of one of these watch faces up here, I would hold it and then remove the watch face. So I'm going to remove that one. So now I no longer have that watch face. And if I remove another one, let's say the butterflies here, press and hold it, scroll up and remove watch face. Now comes the fun part where you can add a watch face. And you do that by going down here to the bottom. Let's call these tabs here at the bottom. There are 3 of them. Watch face. My watch, face gallery, and discover. I'm going to tap face gallery. And now I see all the watch faces that are available to me. At the top, it says face gallery. And those are the new ones they've added with the latest, release. I recommend everybody go to activity. And wait a minute, let me find the right one. Scroll down to where it says infogram. And then tap the first one there. And then just tap add. So now I have added that watch face. We're going to go through and edit it a little later. Okay. And the reason I wanted you to do that is it has the most functions. And the functions are called, in addition to time, are called complications. So they've added, and I hate it scares people away, they've added complexity to telling time. Okay.
Now, I'm sorry about that. I was in the wrong place. Where did you get to this infograph? My faces edit?
No. You're in face gallery.
No.
You have to be in face gallery.
Okay, where is that?
At the bottom, there's 3 tabs.
Oh, okay, fine, sorry. Can't see what's in front of my face.
And then you scroll up to where it says info tab. Infogram, I'm sorry. And you choose the first one.
Okay. Scroll
Wait,
up.
there's infograph.
Mm-hmm. Infograph.
Okay, so wait a minute. Okay, never mind. I can't get to infograph.
All right.
Oh, okay, fine. I think I'm there. Is it the first face or where is the face that's on the infograph that you are looking at?
First one. First one.
Okay.
Just tap it and tap add. Don't worry about changing, editing it right now. And now I'm going to go to my watch at the bottom. I'm at the bottom and I tap my watch. And that face I just added is the last one on the watch faces you have.
Okay, Bill, so I added it twice.
That's
Because
okay.
I was following. How do I get rid of the one time, or the one?
Press and hold one of them. And then it says remove watch face at the bottom of the screen that comes up. Okay.
It worked. Thank you.
How about that?
Do I tap on the infogram watch, the watch face?
Yep.
Okay, there we go. Thank you.
So you tap on the infogram watch face and up comes all this stuff that allows you to change the features on the watch face. And let's just look at this for a minute. It says up here, it says UV. That's the UV index. Over here's the temperature. Up here, it looks like it's the calendar. Then there's, I'm not sure what this one is, but we'll find out in a little bit. Here's the time in New York City. Here's the world. Down here, I think this is a timer. And this is fitness. Okay. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They call them complications. And we're going to talk about each one. Okay. But the first thing they want to do is say, hey, how would you like to change the color of things? So you can change the color here. There's the white face, a dark face, beige, a red face. Ooh, didn't come out red. Right. Orange. Oh, that's the sweep hand that I'm changing the color of. Yep. And this is the face, these colors.
Bill, which was the original? I can't get back to it.
I can't either, but that's okay.
It doesn't change the whole color of the background, it just changes the hand and the
Well-
markings that go around.
I was able to change the color of the background too. Initially, I'm just messing around with it, trying to figure out how to get it to do other things. There. There's the color of the back. Oops, just one. I can either make it light or dark. That's it.
So your choices are the lighter, the darker, or if you want the.
That's it. That's it.
If you want the
For the
color
face.
going around, it does the, that's where you get the color?
You can see that's where I'm getting the color. Right?
Okay, fine,
And
thank you.
then there's other things. There's only two that change the color of the face, black and white. Okay. Now, with this particular face, these are they call them complications. You see the first one there says top left. And there's a little arrow. And if I tap the little arrow, it comes up and says, well, you can get air quality. Here are all the different things that I could have there. And let's see.
In other words, instead of UV index, you can get other kinds of things?
That's exactly right.
Okay,
And
Fine.
you can see all the ones that I have the capability of putting in there.
Thank you. For once
So,
okay, all
I
right.
could put tips there. So now you see it's a little light bulb, and if I tap the little light bulb, I'll get tips on how to use my watch. I could put a timer there. I could actually say it's a 30-second timer. Ooh, didn't show up. That didn't work well. How about, let's see this. Stocks. And what I want is NVIDIA. So I have that set up. So now I get what the stock market's saying NVIDIA is worth today. Now the numbers that are currently on there are not today's numbers. And so I can go around to each one of these. Top right shows the temperature. Bottom left is a timer. Interesting. Must be an error with that one. Bottom left doesn't work as a timer very well. I think the way it translates, go ahead.
What is sleep and stopwatch there?
I have no idea what sleep and stopwatch are. Stopwatch, I think, is just a stopwatch shows up. So you click that and it'll start a timer. I haven't tried sleep. What's that one? Huh. In the bottom right, it says rings. That's your exercise rings. That's not a sound. That's not a sound. That's a health. That's rings from the health app. If you were interested in a time from other locations, right, I could pick from, and I want to get Seoul, Korea, or Cupertino, since that's where my son is. So now it will have the Cupertino or California time in that sub dial. That would be this dial right here. So I set all these complications up, right? The Earth spinning, solar, right? And I want to make that. I can use Amazon Music, so it would play music, but let's pick something else. Calculator. So now that particular subdial, which is right there, is a calculator. These were meant to be played with, right? You can change them to the way you want. And now I'm going to set them as my current face. Boop. And it changed it on my watch. Everybody get that? Playing with it? Questions? You want me to do another one? Yes,
Yes.
no?
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to go back Oop, done. And I just tapped my watch at the bottom left, that tab. I could go to any one of these watch faces and press on it and change it. How do I add a new one here? Edit. Oh, I'm sorry. To add a new watch face at any particular point in time, you tap the watch gallery down here. I was asked, how many watch faces can you have? I haven't found a limit. Now there is a practical, how you gonna watch all these things? You tap to get a new watch face, you tap face gallery. And I'm gonna pick one that's kind of simple this time. Solar analog. I have not played with this one. I don't know anything about it, but there it is. Okay. And I tapped it and I'm going to tap add. Okay. Now it's part of my face gallery. It's part of my faces. It's one of them. So if I go back to my watch, at the bottom, I tap my watch. And there's that new face that I put on. Well, let's edit that one. I can press and hold it, and it comes up with edit capability. And let's see what I can do with different colors here. Ooh, yes, I can get fancy here. Anybody like blue or red? Kind of like that blue one. Okay. And then down here it says style. Just a slightly different look to it. 1, 2, 3 different styles. I don't even see the difference between them. And then I come down, it says dynamic, dark mode, bright mode. And there's only one well, there's two. There's today's date, and that's the one at the top there. And then what's the other one? It's called rings. Well, let's change that to AccuWeather. And now it'll tell me what the temperature is, etc. And that's all I want on this watch face. Right?
Bill, I went to portraits and you add a photo, which is very interesting.
Yeah,
And that way you can change the watch face to the photo you want.
it's correct. Huh. I'm glad to see you're playing with it. That's exactly what we want to do. So I set that as my current watch face. And it shows on my watch this big fat sun and the day's date. I'll show you what that looks like. I just have to remember how to get there. That's what that one looks like. It says it's 83 degrees. That one's actually pretty classy. And what Anne found was, and I'll go back to the
Bill, I was putting on my watch and the thing went blank. Oh, wait a minute, it's going things like 54 degrees. What is this? It's like giving me different things on the face.
Yeah,
Okay, all right.
I added it, but it didn't add.
yeah,
It
it
didn't
did.
go, it didn't go into my watch face, new watch faces.
Are you sure it isn't at the end?
I looked at the end and it says, it's not a face at all.
And let me go back to my. You swept like this, Anne? You're
Yes,
looking at your
I did
My
all that.
Faces?
Yeah, but apparently it didn't pick up the face that I had put in.
You didn't tap add at the end?
Yeah, I thought I did.
Okay. Here's one that, like Anne was talking about. I just tap the watch face, it goes through various pictures. I have one that I had my family on. Oh, it must be the one with flowers there. Yeah. So I have the watch set up to pointing to a particular album. Okay. Any questions about watch faces?
So which ones, if you don't want one of the odd ones, which one is the one that gives the most information? The one you showed us earlier?
Yeah, the infogram has the most.
Okay,
This one. I think I have two of that one on here.
wait a minute, infogram. Oh, okay, fine. And you can choose which infogram you want, is that right?
Then you can choose the infogram you'd like to use. There's the other one. That's the one. This is the one I normally have up. The center rings are health, and the outer rings are information from elsewhere.
Okay, which one of this infogram is it? And read,
Yep. That
which
one
one?
is the one that's up on the screen right now is infogram.
Yes, I'm trying to find out which one it is, because everything looks so many things on it.
Well, this one has all the things. It's occupying every square inch. It says top right, left, top right, bottom left and right, and then the center has 4 as well. So there's
So,
8 different pieces of information, and there's one here.
okay,
That's my calendar.
which
That's my
face,
calendar.
okay, which face on the infogram, when you're choosing the infogram, is it the first, second, third? Because I
Whichever
can't,
one, the face, you can choose any one you want.
No, I realize, but
Oh,
which
from
one?
infogram, it was the first one. It was the
First
first
one,
one.
okay, fine, because they all look sort of the same to me. They all look kind of, yeah, you can't find whatever. Anyway, thank you. First one, good. All right.
I understand that I have a different series than yours, Bill, but my temperature says 72 and yours says 82. So what's
It-
what's the matter?
It says 72 right now. Let it, I think that's just the default. When you actually have it on your watch and it's working, it will pick up the correct temperature.
Okay, so if I turn on my watch, then it should have the 82.
It will switch. Yeah, the 72 and 10:03, I think is the, or 10 something is the time you see on the face right now. So the time, none of the information is up to date. It's just a sample of it. When you actually have it on your watch and working, it will pick up that information.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Bill, the stuff I'm getting on my schedule, is not correct, meaning it's giving me, what am I saying? It's giving me events that no longer exist or that I've deleted.
Well, again, are you looking at it on your watch as an active face?
Yes. Does that mean that my events and my watch have not been synced or something like that?
No, it should be synced. It
Hmm.
should update to be correct.
Okay, well, one more thing to figure out.
Okay, that was watch faces. That's one of the more interesting and fun things to do with your watch. The next thing that I need to cover with you, as soon as I connect, come on, connect. Is what these buttons do. That would be the button on the side here. And what do we call that button? Don't everybody talk at once.
The side button,
No, not this one.
Is your crown?
digital crown.
Digital crown. This is called the side button. So if you push the side button once, it comes up with a list of all the apps. And how many of you have the little circles all over the screen for the apps versus an alphabetized list? I have an alphabetized list. The way I got that is if you go to settings, and I'm going to find settings. I have to remember where it is. Oh, come on. There's a way to change it. So I'm looking at settings on my watch, and I scroll down to where it says app view. If I tap app view and I change it to grid view, And now I press, this is what it looks like. Oh, look at that. I could switch it back to app list view down at the bottom. Oh, make it so much easier. I go to the bottom of this list is, yes, I can change it to grid view. So if you have a grid view, I don't particularly like this one, but you can rearrange these the way you want. So you could have the ones you use at the top versus if I scroll clear to the bottom, it says list view, and I tap that, this is the alphabetized listing of the apps you have on your device. Okay? Now, if ever you're not on a watch face and you want to get back to a watch face, you tap and release the crown. So one tap gives you the list of all your apps. Two taps gives you a list of the most recently used apps. That's two taps. 1, 2. If you press and hold the crown, you get Siri. Good morning, Siri.
Good morning.
Okay. So that's the digital crown. You can spin the digital crown. Ooh. And depending on where you are, it does different things. So here I have the applications in alphabetic order, and I'm spinning the digital crown versus sweeping up on the face. Oop, I lost it. If you're on a phone call on your watch, you can use it to increase or decrease the volume. So that's the digital crown.
Could you say that volume thing again? How you to get the volume to increase or decrease?
When it's playing a sound, you just spin the digital crown. It also does changes things depending on where you are. It runs through a list, so it's a scroll bar as well. So it how it functions or when it functions or what it does depends on the application you're currently using. And I've got to change one of my apps on this particular face. I want to change this one, this complication.
Did you say there was a certain way you could get sound, or I lost you?
Well, when you're playing music and you want to increase the sound, you can use that. Or when you have your phone when you're answering your phone with your watch, you can increase and decrease the volume of the phone with the digital crown spinning it.
Then how do you get the sound? How does music or sound appear on your watch?
I have some music on my watch, so I say, play some music.
Sorry, something's wrong. Please try again.
Play John Denver.
I'm learning how to choose the right audio apps for you. Which one do you want to use to listen to?
Can you hear that?
Yes. So you put some kind of music app on your phone. Is that correct? Is that how you get a sound?
Yes.
Okay. There's so much I didn't realize I didn't know.
Well, you didn't realize you can do all this stuff with your watch.
Right. The you don't know, the you don't know what you don't know. Great.
That's that's the paradigm, if you will. I don't know enough to ask a question. So what do you mean? Okay, everybody?
Bill, why does my Apple Watch face sometimes just on its own change to something else?
It usually doesn't do that. What do you mean change to something else though?
Well,
App-
I found a picture and I put it on my Apple Watch face and it's there. And every once in a while I can poke something enough to get back to it, but it comes up as a different face, which is unacceptable.
I would have to see what's happening there, but is it going to a different picture?
It's going to something that gives me the time so I can tell it's 11:23, and the top of the screen looks like it's all white faced and it says something about if. And if I move it from right to left, it doesn't do much of anything.
Correct. Right to left doesn't do anything anymore
But up and
on
down
this screen.
do things, right?
If I pull down from the top, I should get notifications.
Well, I guess I'm not in the right screen because I'm not getting that. From the bottom up, I do.
Yep, from the bottom up, you get an interesting screen of stuff. These are the most recent, these are apps that Apple thinks you would like. Maybe that's what you're doing.
Um,
Pull down from the top again if that screen comes up and should go back to your picture.
I know it should, but it doesn't. I'm pulling down
Okay.
very carefully from the top, both sides, the top, and only from the bottom does it work.
What work? What's it do?
Well, it does nothing. When I pulled down from the top, it didn't work. But now I'm back to the picture on my screen that I put in. How it got there, I don't know.
It's magic. It's magic. Don't
It
worry.
is magic.
We didn't talk about the side button. Side button. You press the side button once and it comes up with the control center. And I don't know how many times, probably per day, that I use the control center to find my phone. So if I tap right there, my phone will make an alert, right? I also see the battery level on my watch is 82%. By the way, my watch, and I didn't mention this earlier, and I need to. Your phone can connect. Your phone connects to your watch via Bluetooth, and you're also connected to the internet by Wi-Fi. This little symbol here. Mine has this because I have a cellular phone. I paid, or it was a Christmas gift, and it costs a little more to have a cellular phone. Okay? But now I can make and receive phone calls from my phone, even though my watch is not close by. And that's important for everybody to know. People buy this thing and they say, I want it for emergency use so that I can make a phone call if I fall or something like that. But if you did not get the cellular feature, your phone has to be close by to make a phone call because it's making the phone call through your phone. I forgot my phone at home the other day when that was Friday, I think, when I sent Anne that message that says stop calling me, which I didn't. I hit the wrong button, but I was answering it on my watch. My phone was at home and I was out and about, so I was able to answer and do phone calls and all kinds of things when my phone was not close by because I had cellular.
How far is close by? I mean, are you're talking
60
about
to 100 feet.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So usually your phone can be somewhere else in the house so that when I go to here and I tap it, can you hear my phone going off? Yes, no? Did you hear that?
I heard a ding.
A binging. Yes, that was it. Notice on your watches there's a flashlight. Now it doesn't have a flash on it like your phone does, but when you tap it, it makes a bright screen. And you can have the bright screen in white, you can have it flashing, and you can have it red. Oftentimes I'm asked, why red? Red doesn't destroy your night vision. So if you use your watch and you turn it on red, you're trying to fumble around somewhere, it doesn't. So when you turn your watch off, it doesn't, your night vision's not affected by it. Okay. What are the other ones there? If you're going to go swimming, you're going to go swimming and you leave your watch or take a shower with your watch on, you probably should tap that little raindrop there. Okay. Something called lock your watch or lock it or something like that. And now I've forgotten how to. There it goes. I press the crown, the side button when I've done that, and then I tap it, and my phone press and hold. And it kind of blows out your watch. Let me go through that again because that was kind of. If I press the side button once, and come down and hit the little raindrop. Now it supposedly locks my phone from water. And then if I press the digital crown or the side button, press the side button, and I press and hold the raindrop that appears. It says press and hold the crown. I'm sorry. It makes a little sound which ejects the water from the speaker. I will try that one more time. I press the side button once. I go up and tap the raindrop. I press the side button again, and it says press and hold the digital crown. One more time. Okay. So I'm working on the side button here. That's the only ones I want to cover with you right now. If you want to go into airplane mode, you can turn it on here. I'm not sure you would have airplane mode on your watch because you don't have cellular. If you press the side button twice, just a minute. Side button 1, 2. Mine's set up to show up my credit card, and now I can use my watch to pay the bill at Starbucks or many of the restaurants by just holding my watch over the card reader.
Bill, can I ask you something?
Of course.
Find
Go ahead.
my phone has disappeared from my information. I only have the two A's, one small and one bigger one. How do I get that back? Because I used it all the time and now I cannot use it anymore.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to use the find my watch. You know, this little thing when you have put it somewhere in the house, and so to get a tone out of it, a sound out of it, that you can find it again. That has disappeared from my information. Instead, it has two A's, one smaller and one bigger one. How do I get that back? Because that was so useful to me.
So you're using Find My on your phone to find your watch.
Yes, that's what I want
okay?
to do, but I can no
I
longer do
understand.
that.
I understand. Let me cover that in a little while. Okay.
Okay, okay.
All right. So we're covering the buttons. If you press and hold the side button, you will get this to come up where you can make an SOS call. The EMTs can see your medical ID information. Or if you tap the little icon right up here, you can turn your watch completely off. Thunk. And I can slide to power it off. Now let me review that because I want to slide to power it off because my watch isn't working quite right. Right? I press and hold the side button from the watch face, from one of the watch faces that I'm on. Then I tap the on off button on the upper right hand corner. And I slide to power it off. Okay, so now my watch is completely off.
Why do you want to do that?
If my watch isn't quite working right, and then I hold the side button until the Apple appears on the watch. And I restart it. So if my phone, for some reason, seems to have issues, it's not doing everything that it should be, I power it down and then I power it back up again. And my watch is coming up. It'll take a little while for it to come up. Still doing it. Now it's back up. I put in the code and we're back online. All right, so there's going to be a test next week on your Apple Watch basics. Hopefully I'll get everybody back and we'll review some of this.
Bill,
Yes,
When
go ahead, please.
okay. When I go to my Apple Watch and say edit, the next page I get are my faces. I get info. If I touch infograph, it says done. I can't get anything to. I can't get
No,
to
no.
the edit part.
If it says done, you don't tap done. You tap what you want to do. Are you on your watch or are you on your phone? Which are you
I'm on
on?
my phone and it
Hold
I
on,
tried.
hold on, hold on. I'm going to go there.
Okay.
Apple Watch. I tap edit faces. Which one do you want to edit?
Infograph.
I tap infograph. Not going to let me do that. Don't tap edit here because edit allows you to delete one of the faces. Press on one of the faces. I'm going to press on the one I want to change here. Okay. And then I'm going to
Oh,
scroll
okay.
down. Come on.
Okay, the magic answer, press on the face. Oh, this stuff is so, they expect you to
I
know
know.
this.
I
Okay,
know.
thank you.
Oh, I didn't want that infogram. I wanted the other one.
The activity rings, they have little numbers above, like 530, 12. What does that mean?
Those little rings are for fitness.
What do the numbers mean?
That's how far you've proceeded through your fitness capability goal for the day.
So 500 means,
I don't. It depends on
Wait.
which ring.
How do you determine what the numbers on the rings mean, or how do you find out what the numbers mean?
You go on and you say fitness app on Google, or well, you
Okay.
can do it with Apple too. But you want the Apple Fitness app and description of what it is.
Okay, and what the numbers are. All right, thank you.
Well, no, it's much more than that. It's how much you're standing, how much you're exercising, and there's one how much you're moving or something like that. So there's
Yeah.
3 different rings, right? And you can use them to help you make sure you're standing enough. So if you're seated for more than an hour, it says stand up,
Right.
kind of thing. Okay.
Okay, and is there any reason that my watch face fades out and in?
Yeah, it fades out because it's under display and brightness. think. Wake duration. Mine is 15 or 70 seconds. Yours is probably 15.
Okay.
So if you go to your My Watch, you go to your phone, you go to My Watch,
Mm-hmm.
the bottom, you click on display and brightness,
Okay.
and there's some controls for the watch face. Wake on wrist, raise. So if you raise your wrist, it should come on. It should brighten up.
Mm-hmm.
So if you just shake your wrist, it should brighten up after it's gone dark or gone darker.
Okay.
Wake on digital crown rotation, so you can rotate the crown to get it to wake up, or you can change the amount of time before it shifts to the lighter screen.
All right. Thank you.
Mhm. All right. Arabelle, are you there?
Yes,
All right. Find My. So if I go to the Find My app
on the phone.
on the phone, okay, and there I found the Find My app on the phone. And now it lists the different devices that are there. And there's my watch.
Doesn't do that.
What's it come up with on yours?
Start sharing location and people.
Well, you want to share your location, but
No,
you should
I
get a
wa-
list of devices there. Oh, you see where it says devices at the bottom? It says people, devices, items, and me.
Hmm.
Yeah, yes. Just say yes or no.
no, it says it has some people, some faces of people, and then sharing location underneath, but
No, no,
not
you
what
went.
you have.
I'm not sure where you are then.
I'm on Apple Watch, and then
Not
get
Apple
started.
Watch. You're not on your watch. You're on your and you're not
I'm
on
on
the
your-
watch app.
I'm on the phone. Yes. Now
And you went to Find My, you went to the Find My application? The
I
one
had
that
it
looks like
before,
this?
but it's gone again.
You want to go to this application.
Yes, I got that. And now I have a map.
Yep, and at the bottom, it says
Yes.
devices,
Yes.
tap devices.
Uh,
And-
the writing
okay,
or the
hold
writing or
on.
the app. Oh, that's one. Yes. Okay.
And now see this little line here? Just pull up on it.
Doesn't
And
come.
it should,
It,
should
it
list
says
your,
it says a plus on it. Is that the one? And on the map, I see 2 devices.
uh-huh. I see more than that, but okay. But I'm not looking at the map. I have this little line here. And I
Yes.
want to see which devices these are. I pull up on it,
Oh, yes.
and you
Now,
should see your Apple Watch there.
yes, I see it.
And now if you tap that, it will make a sound on your watch. Well, you tap it, and then you say play sound on your watch. Okay?
Now it
No,
plays
yeah,
a sound. Did you hear that? Yes.
okay,
Playing sound and dismiss.
okay. Good.
Now it will be back.
Now you have it. Yeah, it'll work. It'll work.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Uh-huh. Okay, I got a little test for you guys. Well, first of all, some sayings, right? Will Rogers kind of lighten up your day. Never squat when you're wearing spurs. Never slap a man who's chewing tobacco. Jeez. Oh, this one's bad. Never kick a cow chip on a hot day. Cow chip, for those of you who don't know, is cow manure. There are two theories to arguing with women. Neither work. Never miss a good chance to shut up. Okay. This is a what is it kind of thing. Need you all to guess at it. What is, give it food and it will live, give it water and it will die. What is it? You can turn off your mics now. You have to guess. I don't hear any guesses. You're all muted.
No, it's because Leah's not here.
That's because Leah's not here. It's called a fire, right?
Good one.
What can you catch but not throw? What can you
Cold.
catch?
Fish.
Cold.
A
fish.
cold,
Oh, somebody say cold?
Yes.
yeah.
A
And this
fish.
one's well, you can throw a fish.
All right.
This one's related. I run, but yet I have no legs. What am I?
Fuck.
A watch.
Nose.
Nose.
Oh, Lord.
The more there is, the less you see.
Fog.
Okay, darkness. That's not bad. Fog is a good answer, right?
And what was the answer you gave?
Oh, darkness, darkness.
Okay.
I look at you, you look at me. I raise my right wrist, you raise your left. What is the object you're looking at?
You.
Yourself in the mirror.
That's right. And what can fill a room, but it takes up no space?
Air.
Sound.
Air could be one, light is another,
Sound.
and sound. That's a good one too. No sooner spoken than broken. What is it?
Silence.
What was that?
Silence.
Silence. All right, Anne, good job. Medical terms for seniors. Tumor. 1 plus 1 more is a tumor. Artery. The study of paintings. Artery. Dilate. Dilate. To live a long time. Dilate. Dilate. I like Kathleen's expression. Medical staff. A doctor's cane. Walking cane. Fibula. Fibula. A small lie. And Caesarean section. A neighborhood in Rome. All right, that's enough.
Those are good.
Next time, we're going to continue where we left off today, get in some of the apps. We may even get into some of the fitness apps that Kathleen was talking about earlier. Okay? Any
Bill?
questions? Yes,
Yes.
please.
It's me again. I could play the sound, but it's on my watch. It's still the two A's. It's not the thing how to find my watch again. You said
You can
the
only,
Apple Watch play sound. It will play the sound, but then it's not back on my play sound, and then it says dismiss.
and then dismiss, and you can do it again. You can do the
I
same
did it.
thing again.
Yes, and it's making a sound, and then it's not back on my watch.
What should show up on your watch?
The little icon which tells me where my watch is. You
That's
know
on
what
your
you had?
phone. That's on
Yeah.
your phone.
Yeah, well, to find the phone on the watch, there was this little icon which you could press, and then the phone would make a sound. When you're looking for your phone on your watch.
When you're looking for your phone from your watch,
Yes.
you go to the control center on your watch.
Oh, okay.
And you
How
get
do I
there
do
by
that?
pressing the side button once, and then press the side button once, and then you tap the little icon that looks like a phone with little sound coming from it.
It does not have a phone. It only has two A's, one small one and one bigger one, instead of the phone.
No, clear at the top. I'll show you.
Oh, on the top.
I'll show you. Hold on.
Question, is there a ding sound coming from Barbell's phone or is that from me?
Oh, it was from
I don't
my watch.
Oh, so there is a sound coming from your watch.
Yes, but I want this from.
Okay, I just wanted
You
to
want
know,
to go from your watch to find your phone.
Yes.
I just
yes.
wanted to know whether it's her
Okay.
sound or if something's ringing on my sound.
I
So-
think something ringing on your sound because I'm not hearing it.
Oh dear, okay.
I hear it, Kathleen. I hear it.
Oh, okay. My hearing's gone.
All right, thank you, Anne. I'm thinking, oh, where is it? What is it? All right.
I think it's Barbell's, I think it's coming from Barbell's watch that she set up.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Oh, okay, fine. Good. I thought something else is happening. I don't know what it is. All right, thank you.
What's your name? My cat. Can you hear my cat?
Hold on. I'm trying to get mine to come up here.
Yes.
I can hear your cat, Barbell.
Yes.
I was wondering whether it was her cat or my cat. Okay, yay, this is confusing.
Darn it. Can't get my watch to come up.
You turned it off, Bill, and it hasn't come back.
Yeah, it hasn't come back. It's trying to connect, but it won't. If you go to the control center, there's an icon on your watch.
Control center on the watch or on the phone?
On the watch.
How do I get there?
You press the side button once,
Yes.
and you have the little fan,
Uh,
and right below
No.
the fan,
yes. There's
right below,
the airplane.
right
Below the fan, there's the airplane.
on
And
your
below that-
watch. On your watch.
Yes, yes. And below
Is
that,
there
the
an
two A's.
stop? Is there an icon that looks like a rectangle with sound coming from the two sides of it? And let me get my camera and we'll show you that way, since that's not working. Oop. We're gonna have a problem here. Hold on. Bearbell, look at the screen.
Yes.
Talking about the icon that looks like this.
I can only see your face, but not your phone.
Oh, I'm not sharing my screen.
No, no,
Looks pretty good, huh?
yes. You look pretty good.
There we go. See that? I'm talking
Yes.
about this. I'm talking about this little icon.
Yes, that's what I'm looking for and can't find it.
It's not in the list of icons if you scroll up.
No, it says edit.
If you
Can I
tap
edit?
edit, if you tap edit, you should be able to find it in the list and add it. Under more,
Oh, there it is. There it is.
yep, and add it.
Now it's a minus sign on it and a plus sign on it.
It's good. If there's a minus sign on it, now you got it. So it should show up in the control center now.
Now it's a plus sign on it. I tapped on it and
No,
God,
you got to tap the plus sign to add it.
oh, okay.
Now, if you go to get out of there and go to the control center.
It has a minus sign on it now. What do I do now?
I know. No, don't tap it. A minus sign will remove it.
Okay.
So get out of there, press the side button again,
Yes.
and it should be in the list, the bottom of the list of the control center items.
The list disappeared also. Oh, there it is.
Yay!
Oh, God. I thought I
No.
would never get it back.
I can never find my phone either, so.
Yeah. Yes.
Bill, if you're finished, are you finished? Can I ask?
Go ahead, Kathleen.
Okay, I'm on the infograph, and one of the things that I had on my old face was the exercise, that you could choose the exercise. How do I get that on my infograph, or is it not part of what you can do?
You go and you pick one of the complications and you use the arrow and see if exercise is there.
Okay,
The app you're looking for.
go where?
Let me share my screen again. See if I can get my watch to come up now.
Okay. So if exercise isn't, oh, okay, you'll find exercise for me, and if it's not, I need to change to another watch face, is that it?
No, it should be in the complication.
Oh, okay.
Press and hold the watch face you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
Tap edit.
Okay.
Um, Are you on your watch or your phone?
My phone.
Good, okay. Let me go to my phone. So there's infogram. I scroll down. Which one is it?
That's what I can't, that's what I couldn't find on there.
If you look at mine, you can't see it. Hold on.
The little green exercise figure.
The
Okay.
little running guy?
Yes.
Okay, I have him here somewhere. Let me see if I can find him. It's called workout. So there he is on my watch face right up here.
Okay, so top left, there should be workout somewhere?
No, the top left, you can change to workout.
Okay, great, fine. Thank you, thank you. I didn't see that. I didn't scroll down, and now I know to scroll up and scroll down.
But if I wanted to change the bottom one where it says music, I could change that to workout. So you can change any of them to any
Oh, okay,
application you want.
I see. Okay, I don't want. Okay, weather. Oh, wonderful. Okay, I did. Okay, this sounds dumb.
Yeah,
I didn't.
the one you're doing is the one I use all the time, is that workout one.
Yes,
It's
okay.
really a nice app to be able to use.
Yes, I agree. Thank you. I don't know why I didn't think of scroll up and scroll down, but it escaped me. So now I know better. Thank you.
Well, I'm going to change mine now, because I like that particular app. Okay. All right, everybody. Have a great week. See you next time. Let
Okay.
me-
Bill.
Thank you,
unless
Bill.
there are unless there are any other questions. Good session,
Bill,
everybody.
yeah.
Great session.
One little thing. I can never, if I sign up, I cannot get to the recording, and in the middle it broke off, and I had a hard time to get in there back again. What do I do wrong?
I don't know.
Well, I'll try again next time.
Okay, I'll be sending it to you.
Thank you very much.
I will also, what did I say I was going to include?
Oh, you were going to include the AI.
Oh, the AI generated thing. And I'll also include a link to a whole list of documents, handouts that you can use. Anywhere from an iPhone guide to, there's just a lot of them there. What do the different symbols mean at the top of your iWatch, your Apple Watch? There's little dots and things appear up there. What do they all mean? So I'll be sending that to you as a link as well.
And we can print
All right.
we can print it out, right?
You can get it and print it out if you wish. Yes.
Printing,
Okay.
Bill.
printing out is so much easier than looking at it on a screen.
Yep, I understand.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Have a great week, everybody.
You too.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.